Hello and welcome to another episode of Ken Training, where we try to give you the education that you need to tackle jobs like this one and others on your own. Today's job is going to be replacing the toilet handle of a toilet, and this is a repetitive break that keeps happening with this American Standard toilet, and it's because it's not a standard toilet. It was an above grade or high grade type of a toilet. I think it cost $200, whereas most of the standard toilets were running around $100 at the time. This is a few years ago. It's going back 9 years, like in let's just say around 2010, 2011. And the toilet handle that I was replacing it with was just this $6 one from the Home Depot, and it would work, but it would only work for a short period of time. Let me see if I can give you that SKU number. That is right there, if you can read that. But basically, it's just a standard $6 item at the Home Depot. Today, I purchased this item here, which is right here, and we'll show you the installation and what's going on with that. And here is the box that it came in. This particular one here was, it's a universal, and what attracted me was the word strong arm, because I need something that stops breaking. And this one was $15 at the Home Depot. And it so far looks pretty good, so we're going to go for this puppy right now. Let me show you the what's wrong with the current one, and let's see what we need to do. Alright, so here's the toilet. You can see here that it's one of those American Standard toilets, and here's the handle that I replaced it with, and you can see how the handle here is broken. Let me take the top off here and show you what's going on. Okay, so inside the tank, you see I got one of those Fluid Master fill valves there. I think that's the one that came with it. Looks like I have adjusted a little bit too high because it's right at the overflow. I'll adjust that when we're done with this project. Now here's the current one. You see what I've had to do is I had to take this arm and I had to bend it, because the one that came with the toilet broke within the first couple of years, right? So then I bought this handle here, the one that I showed you in the package, where the arm comes straight like this, and I just bent it over because I'm trying to get it at the top of right where the plunger. You see, this is not a standard plunger with a flap valve. This is one of those, I'm not sure what the term is, but like a high flush rate. So when you flush it, it drops down that water. Did you see how quick that was? So it's like a really fast flush. And look how it picks up not from the bottom of the tank like a standard one, but it's about 3.5 inches above the bottom of the tank. So it has, with a 1.6 gallon flush, it has a lot of head pressure here. So it's a good toilet. But the handle is a big pain in the ass. So look at that. Just by moving the handle, because it's broken, I just knocked off the fill here. Let me put that back on so that doesn't disturb us. All right. Now, what I want to do here is I want to change out this handle. So, see, I got to pull off that cotter pin. It's right there. And then just get a wrench and undo this right here. So we'll disassemble this right now. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we're going to pull off this little cotter pin right here. So I got a pair of needle nose pliers here. I'm going to pull that out. And I'll put that down. Then the arm is now loose from the plunger, so I'm just going to let that sit. Now I need to loosen and take off this nut here, so I'll just use an adjustable 8-inch wrench to do that. And then once that is done, then the handle will be removed. Okay, so there we go, the handle's removed. here is our new handle that we want to put on. So the first thing we're going to do, because we can't put this through the hole in the tank, is we're going to pull this clip out here, and we are going to remove this arm from the handle itself. Then we're going to loosen up the lockdown nut here and put that in. Then we're going to put the nut on the opposite side. And we're going to tighten that up. Now, let me get my wrench. Now my wrench is, well, maybe it'll make it. But I have a pair of channel locks here that I guarantee will make it because it's adjustable. So let me just tighten this up. Not too tight because it's only plastic, but tight enough so that it doesn't move. Oh, it feels nice. It's got a nice spring tension to it. I didn't expect that. It has a spring that returns it automatically to that position, so that's nice. Okay, now we need to put this gear on, and we want to adjust where the gear goes because we have complete adjustment of where we want it to sit. So we'll have it sit right about here, and we'll just see if this works. Now we want this arm, which is actually almost where I want it, but I want it one more gear over. I'm going to pull this clip out here. I'm going to lift this off of its gear, and you'll see it, if you can see that it's a spline gear, so it's a nice solid connection, and you have the ability to go here all the way to here. But I want mine directly overhead, so when you do the handle, it has the least amount of strain on the mechanism. So I want it to be right about, let me just try one more spline over. No, that's too much. And that, I think, is I just want to verify that's perfect. Yeah, that's going to be the tightest I can get just playing with it. Let me come back one. Hold on. I got to make sure I'm just right. Okay, I believe that's the closest I'm going to get. So now I'm going to put this clip back on, and it comes with this other stainless steel clip to capture that that cord. So I'm going to snap this in there. That's all perfect. Now we just have to mate this with this, and they give you this clip in order to do so. So why don't I go ahead and there's holes here that I have the ability to change it to, but I'm going to put it on what I think is the best hole, which I think is this one. Okay, right there. Now I got to put this on, and actually it might even be good just the way it is. Let me put this on and see if this actually will fly. So I'm going to put this on. Hold on, it's a little tight. I might have to flush the toilet once in order to get this. Okay. This is a little bit harder than I thought. Hold on. All right, I want to try to get this down here. So let me see if I can't. There we go. I almost got it. Hold on. I got to get this. It's a little tight in there. There it is. And then I'm going to try to bring that down. Okay, right there. Now, we'll see. I'm going to put this back on here. Right like that. Alright, that's not bad. Let me put the clip back in. Now, I did notice that this popped off rather easily, and I didn't like the way it did that. Let me see if I can't take this and just pinch that down a little bit with my needle nose pliers to make sure that it's not going to be an issue. I'm just going to pinch that just to give it a little bit so it doesn't so it's not easy to come out. All right, so let me put that back there and put this in here. There we go. So that's a little bit of a better fit. Now we'll go ahead and test it. Very good. Alright, that looks real good. Here's Tigo. He's part of the support staff that helped during the production of this video. Thank you, Tigo. Thank you. Alright, so here we are. The handle's good. You'll notice that I'm just at the top range here. I think I want to drive this plunger down just a little bit. I'm not sure whether I have to go to the right or the left, but you just take this and turn it. I think I went the wrong way. Alright, let me give it a quick flush here just to start this. Alright, so I got it energized. Let's just see if it where it stops. It was stopping a little bit at the high end there, and I was trying to adjust that to bring it a little bit lower. There we go. Now we're about 1/4 of an inch below. So that's pretty good. So that's the deal. And I feel very confident this one is going to last longer than this here. You can see where it broke off of the from the old one there. Like I said, it's they only last with, I guess because it's not made for it to be bent like this. And that's the issue. And I was just trying to accommodate the toilet. I want to mention that when you're adjusting how much angle you have here, you want a slight amount of slack here. You don't want this to be taut like this when you're adjusting this gear ratio right here, or this spline ratio, so you just want to make sure that you have it loose. Now we got to one other thing, we haven't put the tank lid on. We want to see how high this comes up when we do the flush. Let me come down like this. So it does come up high. So let's see how much. If it's probably going to hit the bottom of this lid. Let me just give that a shot. Well, before I do that, notice this. The handle, when you come down, it comes down that much. So let's see how much it comes down when I put the lid on. Alright, now with the lid on it, it's only coming down that much. So I don't like this. I'm going to have to definitely adjust that. Let's do that right now. You'll see that the bottom of the lid does have like a concave area to it. So we do have some forgiveness there. Actually, I never noticed this before. There's actually even some instructions here on how to troubleshoot the toilet. Never even noticed that before. It's American standard, but apparently this product is made in Mexico. Alright, so anyways, what we need to do is we need to adjust this lower. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, I shut the water off to the toilet, and I know that I need to make this handle go down lower, which is easy enough just by taking this out here, bringing this back, turning this down like that. But I need to also adjust this tension here at the same time. So let me figure out how that I want to do that. The easiest way to do that is probably going to be to just take this and just shorten this up. Let's see if I can do this with my hands. It's a little hard to snap that. Let's see here if I can hold this with my needle nose pliers like this. Okay. Let me see if it'll snap like that. Hold on. Definitely a little hard. Let me try to do it like this. Alright, so with this on here, I got more slack here than what I had before, bringing this arm down tighter right there. But you'll notice that this is still slack here. It's not taut. Now, when you look at the handle, it comes up, but just barely. And it, like I said, this here's got a recess to it, so I got a feeling it's not going to hit that. You see how much that goes down? That's what we're after. Okay, here's the lid. It's not even hitting the top of the bottom of the inside of this tank lid, so we're perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and open this up, test it out. Alright, let's go ahead and flush it. It works fine. You're not going to have an issue. Everything's fine with this. Okay, that is going to conclude this video. I am going to say that this product here, which is Korky or Korky handle lever, I'm going to say that this is a winner, but I'm going to give it the test of time. I need this puppy to last at least 2 years. Hopefully it doesn't break ever again, but I am definitely going to be, I've already installed it. I'm going to be keeping this one, returning the other one, and crossing my fingers that wishing for a long life. Please click on like now before you forget. Subscribe to my channel, Ken Training, where I've got plenty of other home DIY type videos. And I will see you on the flip side. Oh, and leave a comment about all of your toilet problems that you've had at your own house and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.